It's a Graham and Matt podcast.
We're back.
That's how you're going to start it.
That's how we're going to start it.
2 years.
Way too
2
goddamn fucking
years.
long. Well, so yeah, life got in the way. You know, all how that goes. Kids.
Matt had a kid. I had a kid.
Jobs.
But
fuck it. We're back.
If you don't know what We're Back means, this is the Graham and Matt podcast.
That's right. Graham and Matt podcast coming in hot.
Yeah. And we're back. We decided that we've been talking about this, and we've done a few mini podcasts in the last 2 years. We've done a few. We've never posted them because we never had time to continue. Editing took too long, or us getting together took too long. It was
jerking off way too much. That's probably the real answer.
Yeah. So it took a while. So we have finally committed a time and committed to telling our wives to, hey, back off.
This is what's happening.
This is it. We're men, and we say what? No, that's not how we are.
Well,
Matt, I had a bag. So yeah, so we're back.
Yeah.
Graham and Matt podcast 2017. Here we are.
Yep, coming at you live. Well, maybe not live, but we'll come on every Friday. Is the when we'll post our new episodes. Coming in hot with that. You know what I mean? So yeah. 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
World was a pretty decent place.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it was. We had gay nados. Yep. If y'all remember that, Westboro blaming tornadoes on
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant's
yeah. Good gay buddy.
Yeah. So,
we had Minnesota passing gay marriage.
Yeah.
We had a black president. Now we have an orange one.
And not a tasty one. It's
and not a tasty one.
Sat out in the sun for too long.
It's like the worst tasting Cheeto you could ever put in your mouth. That's what his wife says when she sucks his dick.
Oh.
This is like the worst tasting Cheeto I've ever tasted.
What meme did you steal that from?
That was all original. Right off the top of the head, bro. So, yeah, lots happened in 2 years. We got Donald Trump.
We didn't get Bernie.
Although that would have been a good time to podcast. We're fucking idiots because, literally that would have been the time to get on the internet, talk about how awesome Bernie is, and feel better about ourselves. But no, now we got Trump.
Then there we just lost all of our white followers.
Yeah. So for those who are still here, you self-entitled rich kids, I'm just kidding. I love you all. Yeah, this is where we're at now. So there's really no time like the present to really get back into this because I think there's a lot of important stuff to talk about, really.
Yeah. And if you haven't listened to our podcast before, you will never listen to the old ones again because we were dumb. We didn't save them. And if we did save them, they weren't the edited ones. But our hosting site deleted them after a while because 2 years you don't pay, they delete.
Apparently that's an issue.
Yeah, I guess so.
Fucking Trump probably owns that shit.
So if you don't know what our podcast is like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
We talk about anything and everything. We don't have limits.
Yeah.
I know
filter.
a lot of people like podcasts that say, well, you're only a political podcast, or you're only a gaming podcast, or you're only a sports podcast. We are from political to gaming to mental health to drug addiction, everything that we've experienced in our lives or that interests us, we're willing to talk about, and we'll have guests on. And when we have a guest on, we may focus on something, but if you can't handle ADHD, don't listen to this.
Yeah, it's probably not the best podcast for you, really, if you think about it. But
so we try to do things in sections, right?
Yeah.
And we'll try to move on from there. Sometimes we might miss all the sections and just stay on one thing.
Yeah, or we'll get into the deepest of deepest rabbit holes.
Yeah, but we will take your input.
Yeah. If you're not a dick.
Yeah, if you're not a dick. And we want guests, for sure. If you are willing to be a guest speaker, you just message us on our Facebook, and we'll do it. The Facebook is going to be...
I think it's just, Facebook.com/It's a Graham and Matt podcast.
Yeah.
As far as I know. We'll be on other social media, too. We'll get our own Instagram going. All these podcasts are actually, from now on, going to be on YouTube. YouTube seems to be the trend that people are liking. YouTube's huge, so it's definitely a community that we want to reach out to.
And we're poor, lower class people, so we can't afford the $30 a month to host.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck that. I mean, if I can do it on YouTube for free, fuck it. I mean, we got decent mics. We got decent setup. Always looking for more. So, I mean, YouTube, if you want to throw some of that YouTube cash our way, we're always down. But no, we're just two poor boys from northern Minnesota.
Yeah. So here we go. What is our first topic, Matt, that we're going to talk about tonight?
Well, I think we need to start this off with a toast. If you ever listen to our old podcasts, all of our podcasts are always brought to you by beer. Tonight, it is brought to you by Coors Light, although not officially, so don't sue us.
Born in the, we'll say, the Grand Canyons.
Yeah, we'll say that. It's a copyright. So,
Coors
with
with
that,
K.
Coors, let's get into it, boys and girls. So, what's going on in the world right now? We got Syria bombings.
Yeah.
Fucking Assad, if it actually was him, fucking putting them chemicals on his people,
We're going straight to the nitty gritty on this, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to the good stuff later, the funny stuff later.
The funny stuff. So, what? Man, it's just it's like straight into it.
I try my best, dude.
All right. So, what's your thoughts with this? So let's skip everything because we know what our thoughts are about chemicals.
Yeah.
On people, regardless if they're our own or not our own. It's
Right.
just BS. War, whatever. What is your thoughts with us dropping bombs on their airfield that they knew we were coming anyway? Because only 6 people died.
Yeah.
6 or 7 people.
Yeah, very little.
So, and not saying that numbers matter, but in war, numbers matter.
Yeah.
So, what is your thought with us retaliating when we didn't before?
Well, here's the thing. So, the way I look at it, number one, I'm not sure if it was actually, the president of Syria that actually dropped those chemicals. So part of me, maybe it's the conspiracy part of me, is thinking, well, maybe we're just using it as an excuse. It's like Iraq's WMDs,
Yeah.
But at the same time, the only reason we didn't do it before is because we had a Republican-controlled Congress that was like, nope, you can't do it. You don't have the authorization to do it. So, I mean, some people kind of look at like President Obama being a pussy in that aspect, like saying, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Screw you guys. I have the authority to do this. I mean, that's what Trump did, but now you have all these same congressional members that are just like, well, fuck it. He's a Republican. We'll let him do what he wants. Thoughts on Trump aside, like, fuck our Congress. Like, they think that just because now they have their own party in the presidency, they can just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
So, overall, let's say that their president did do the chemical attacks, which I highly doubt. I think it's okay. I mean, I think that it's a little risky. I mean, I know we warned the Russians that are over there first. I think anytime you're dropping anything close to Russian troops, you're kind of walking a really fine line.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, and we're also backing
the
Assad regime.
Well, we're backing the rebels.
The rebels.
Who are against them.
But we have our own people in there. Russia has their people in there.
Yeah.
We're on. I was okay because yes, if it's truly happening, then someone should take out where it's coming from. And so the idea of like, hey, we're not going to drop bombs on Assad specifically.
Yeah.
But we're going after the location that it came from, be it a warning or not. I'm okay with it because that. But then why? Here's my mindset is, okay, so we're doing that, but then why don't we do it for Aleppo? Why haven't we stopped those situations where, yes, 100 some people died of chemicals and this and that, and it was terrible and horrifying. Thousands, tens of thousands of people are dying in Aleppo, and we haven't jumped in.
No, we say fuck that. I mean,
I
I just think it's kind of sad that there has to be a chemical
right
attack
now and watch
before.
videos of people just dying.
Yeah, it's stupid that like there has to be a chemical attack for us to jump in and be like, fuck it, now we'll do something. Like the hundreds of civilians that are in the crossfire of the Civil War every single day. Fuck it. They're not. There's no chemicals.
And they're not applauding what we did necessarily because we could have done more. We should have done more in the past, or should we? Should we stay out of that shit?
I mean, somebody interfered in ours. I mean, well, did anybody interfere? No, nobody interfered in ours, really. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the thing is that the use of force now is so much more advanced. It's like when you're having a civil war in this day and age, like the amount of civilians dying and
it's massive.
It's way bigger. So, I mean, it's one of those things where everybody wants to do something, but everybody's afraid to do something because it might piss off this person or this country's interest might be messed with.
Yep.
It's kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's just fucky.
It's a catch-22 on
It's
everything.
a catch-22, yeah.
On everything, because there's no right answer and there's no wrong answer. So, right answer, we bomb. Wrong
Right.
answer, we bomb.
That's exactly
it's
it.
exactly what it is, because we take a huge step towards war
Yep.
with a country who has already stated that we are in more deep water than we have been since the Cold War.
Yeah.
And, people are scared and talking World War III and things like that. And yes, it will happen someday,
Yeah.
regardless, because politics create war.
That's kind of shitty.
and-
I mean, like I'm gonna be probably hopefully too old and too fat to fight in that war. But I mean, like, what did Albert Einstein say? It's like, I don't know how World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones.
Yeah.
That scares the shit out of me, man. Like, I mean, like, there's no way that conventional warfare can exist in a quote unquote civilized manner like you did in like World War II. I mean, that
Wow.
was still a tragic war with lots of innocent people dying.
Millions.
But I mean, this is gonna be way different. I mean, we ended that war with an atomic bomb. I mean, there's gonna be nukes involved in this time, and that's kind of freaky.
Yeah. Well, and that's just, the way it is, if y'all have children, the inevitability of it is there.
Right.
It's there in our lifetime. I mean, there's no way that I'm 36. So, hopefully I got another 60 years in me, 50 years in me.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Something's going to happen because too many people have too many big heads and think in such an awkward way and terrible way that war is going to happen. It happens anyway. Civil wars,
Yeah.
for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, again, who knows? People's freedom and people's rights to be free is real, but look, every time it happens, how bad those countries become.
Right.
And so it's like, was the dictatorship better or worse
Yeah.
at this point?
Well, that's like the whole thing with like Saddam Hussein. It was like when he was in power, like he didn't have issues with like Al Qaeda or anything in the country because anybody Al Qaeda or anything that came into there, I mean, Saddam Hussein had them executed right away. No, I mean, is that kind of like a gray area of ethical or a gray area of morality? Oh yeah, 100%. But it's like,
But we've done the same
oh yeah,
to people we don't want running countries. We've tossed people in there to snipe up.
right. I mean, like it's kind of weird though. I mean, like you don't see like anybody bombing us for like Flint, Michigan. I mean,
No,
our
because
our people are being poisoned.
We would go because America would just go after you.
Yeah, you really can't do shit to us. I mean,
well,
they
you-
can talk
yeah,
as much shit as they want.
You
but,
can, and that's the thing. You can, but we have that good old boy attitude where we just like, fuck it. I mean,
What's the worst that can happen?
yeah. I mean, going into the Cold War and going everything like that, you had presidents just saying we have the power.
Yeah, it's like going like, well, who's gonna stop us? Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, we're gonna upset a few people, but I mean, it would. I think I read this article once. Is like, what if all the countries of the world banded together against the United States, and it still wouldn't have done shit because between like our worldwide force and things like even the Coast Guard, like, there's no way that anybody could ever do a land invasion of the United States.
Maybe
So-
now because the Coast Guard's getting cut by like 80%.
Right, it's fucking Trump.
Just saying.
but like it's true. Like, I don't know, man, if anybody could ever like invade mainland United States. Plus, not to mention, I mean, everybody has a goddamn gun. And like, I mean, poor liberal me. Like, I'm a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat, but I'm very liberal. But I don't have any issues with guns really myself, just because. I mean, it sucks when kids get shot up and stuff. But I mean, I think it's a good thing that everybody has guns in case of something like that, where, you have somebody trying to invade the mainland. Now, granted, I think we even talked about this in the past episode. If our government ever tried to like enforce martial law, like you have all these people like, well, I have a gun. If the government tries to be tyrannical, I'm going to take them out. It's like, well,
You'll lose.
you're definitely not going to. I mean, the government fucking launches a Predator drone at you. I mean, is your AR-15 going to help you? No. I mean,
and you can't hip shot enough to get that thing going. So
right. So I mean, it's stupid. But I don't know. And then so with the whole Syria thing too, it's like they had troops moving down by North Korea, and so the big thought from China and North Korea is that the United States is kind of gearing up for something, because the president's all like, watch your ass, North Korea. Like, if you're going to keep talking shit, like, we're going to hate you.
Yeah.
And so, like, they're like...
He sent 5 warships over there last week.
Yeah. And, like, so now they're like, we're ready. Like, if you want to mess with us, we're fucking ready. Which, I mean, I think North Korea is just kind of like that big bully kid that really isn't that powerful.
The big fat bully that keeps pushing you off the swing and taking your sucker.
Yeah, but I mean, then that kid, you might have got your sucker stolen, but then you pull out a fucking 50 cal out of your pocket. And it's like, okay, bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, they just talk all this shit all the time, and it's like...
The thing with them is, just like China, they got numbers. When it comes to people, they have numbers in that one. And yes, it's old style military, it's old style everything. I mean, they're Cold War era.
Yeah.
But numbers prove.
The 1 million man army.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. If they got a chance to at least South Korea invade, I mean, North Korea's never going to be able to get planes outside of their borders to us. I mean, that's never going to happen. But if they chose to go south, that will happen, because they have enough manpower to do that. I mean, that's an issue for us politically, and so that's enough for us to get involved. And the idle threats, I mean, I understand. How many idle threats can you take before you give someone a spanking?
Right.
Or you give someone a consequence. Our consequences are sanctions. We have sanctioned the crap out of the country.
But it doesn't even matter.
China funds it. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, because the guy would sanction his own people anyway.
Yeah.
China helps them out with, the sanctions that we pull.
Yeah.
But even still, the country is down and out, so what we know of.
Yeah.
And but that number, man, the number scares me, and not for us on the homeland, but for just what they can do in that area.
I just think that before they tried to do anything crazy, like, we would know. I mean,
oh yeah,
it doesn't take us.
I don't see how they don't. North Korea is so secretive about their information, so secretive about blah 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 blah. I know the government knows what's going on there.
Yeah.
They have that technology. There's no way they don't know where the nuclear sites are. There's no way they could target everything. If we can find out where the missiles came from, if hypothetically, if we found out where the missiles came from, what airbase in Syria, we know what's going on in North Korea easily.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I really can't, like, just kind of maybe play devil's advocate. Like, you really can't blame North Korea for wanting to have, like, nukes and stuff, though. I mean, because you have, like, I mean, they were threatened with nuclear warfare all the time during the Cold War and everything. It's like, well...
And they're stuck in that mindset.
Right. They're like, well, I mean, here's the thing. If you guys are going to threaten us with this, if that's going to be our only defense, we want that deterrent. Mm-hmm. But they want to use it offensively, just be like, well, fuck you, we're doing it first.
Yeah, you don't come to a gunfight with a knife.
Yeah.
And they want to come with a gun. And yes, so I get that.
Yeah. But
the thing is dumb-mouthed people who run countries, much like ours, can really cause some bullshit around the world.
Oh, yeah.
Just by misspelled tweets.
Oh, yeah.
You can fuck some shit up.
For sure.
Easily.
That's like, was the press secretary, Sean Spicer.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, Hitler never used chemical weapons. Like, oh, okay. How did all those Jews die, though? like, Hitler. That was the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. Like, really?
And he said a lot of stupid things.
That guy is an idiot. No,
stop shaking your head at me, Matt.
Right.
Asshole.
Like, the thing for him is, like, I mean, I won't turn this whole podcast into a bash Trump session, because, like, I mean, it's so much more than that. But I mean,
and we have to be hopeful.
He's got to fire that guy. He's such an idiot.
Yeah. If you want, the dude makes himself look bad enough with his terrible tweets. Get rid of a guy who's representing you on TV.
Horribly.
For someone who cares about how he looks
Yeah.
and how he's perceived,
Yeah.
you have the worst person speaking for you. And that guy needs to go.
Yeah.
And he just, He needs to hire some good, young, college-educated guy who wants to kiss some ass, speak well, put on a cute face,
Yep.
and talk to the crowd. And whether that means lying to us or not, it will make him look less like an idiot. Like, this cabinet looks terrible. We know shitty things are happening, but this dude is making it
10 times worse.
Yeah.
10 times worse.
A, B, C. Well, no, he's just dumb. He's dumb, dude. I can't handle it. I stopped watching his stuff probably beginning of April. So what, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Can't handle it, dude.
Well, it's like,
watching him.
I mean, Trump's run all these businesses. I mean, like, you would think he would have some hiring.
I can't believe that Trump's not out
intelligence.
there every day talking to the crowd.
Well, he just fucking tweets. That's why speak to the crowd when you can just tweet.
You hear that?
Oh yeah.
Number 2!
Brought to you by Coors Light.
With a K.
With a K.
All right. So
Drink break.
Let's get off this, dude.
Yeah, dude. I agree. So
Get off this subject. Because
Yeah.
here's the deal. We're going to talk to it until our ears are blue.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? Ears are blue?
faces are blue.
Face is blue.
Balls are blue.
Balls, well, yeah. Talk about this forever. Obviously, we're not going to change anything, and we're not going to change people's minds. But there's some really shady stuff going on.
Yeah.
Confusing stuff. We look ridiculous. And the problem is I am willing to give Trump a chance because he's our president.
I agree.
So you have to be hopeful for whoever our president is. You have to be hopeful. But there is a stopping point. Nixon, there was a stopping point.
Yep.
You know, we get to that and we have to figure out how much and how long can we take a downgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And can Trump fix this? Yeah. Guys, he's not a fucking genius,
Yeah.
but he is powerful. He is wise-minded.
Yeah.
He can see a good thing and he can see a bad thing. I will give him all that. He might not know how to read, which I actually agree with. I don't think he can read sentence structures well.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that he's not smart. He's just lacking in some education.
Yeah.
But in a business where you don't need to read because you have lawyers to do so
Yeah.
and other people to do so, he can be a businessman. And that's who we put into office. We didn't put a president into office. We put a businessman into office.
That's fair.
Obama was a president.
Yeah.
And when you talk about like a presidency, you look at Obama. Yes, he dropped more bombs than any other president. Yes, he had some really interesting shit. But when you look at a presidency, you kind of want someone elegant. You kind of want someone who looks the part, sounds the part. Because it's like having a king or queen. You don't want frickin' Garth and Wayne running the house.
That would be pretty good. I was kidding.
Trump solo!
Right?
But you don't want those type of people running the house because it doesn't make you look good.
Not at all.
Obama was the one thing that I will miss about him, and I wasn't. I voted for him the second time, not the first time.
Yeah.
What we are losing is a president, and we're gaining a businessman, because the elegancy is not there no more.
No.
And you know, just like with the wife, she was really good. She was awesome. I liked her way better than Obama. Michelle, I liked her way better than Obama. But that style is gone.
Well, Melania's hot, though. Trump's got a hot wife.
Yeah, but I hate anchors, so that's all she is, dude.
What?
She's a box of rocks. You throw her down and she's sinking.
That's true.
She's just.
That's true.
But she just won $2.9 million for a lawsuit
Oh, dang.
in Europe on a tabloid magazine.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, she's no Michelle Obama,
No.
but she's way hotter than Michelle Obama. I will give her that.
So, regardless of everything, right?
Yeah.
We can't change people's minds on this podcast. That's definitely not our choice. We're not going to do that because me and Matt have opposing thoughts.
Yeah, he's
And
always
we're-
wrong.
Yeah, always. And we're not going to change each other's thoughts. But we're in an interesting time.
Yeah.
And we need to realize, everyone realizes that we're in an interesting time. And I think it comes down again, how do you change things? Well, you can't change who our president is.
Right.
And you can tell that by how the vote went.
Yep.
But your own personal life and how you treat others and how you work in your community and how you work within your family system and where your job setting is and stuff like that, that's how you can make a movement. That's how you can do things.
Yeah.
Don't be how we are perceived. And I think that's the only way. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
There it is.
Well, on that, I think we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in a little bit with some more lighthearted stuff.
So we'll throw you a little tunes for about a minute or so.
Yeah, of something fun. Peace. We'll see you in a little bit.
Damn. I hope you like that song. That was Triggers by Drifty Head. Who's with us today? Drifty Head.
Yo.
Oh, it's fucking Matt.
Yeah, it's me.
I hope you guys liked it. That was pretty dope, man.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
We have this big issue with licensing.
Yeah, because YouTube's just a giant bitch about like music you can and can't play, and I don't even have money for podcast hosting. So how am I supposed to buy the rights to songs to use?
Man, my band got hit super hard with posting videos of us like at our shows doing cover songs. Like, yeah, can't do that. Or
YouTube did?
Yeah, they're like, you need to change this. Or like I did a video where we were talking and announcing a tattoo winner.
Yeah.
And they hit me with it, and they're like, in the background, this song was playing, and you have to take it out. Well, it was a freaking jukebox.
Right.
I can't take it out, so we had to delete the video.
It's not like anybody's like going to be like sitting on YouTube like, oh, dude, I got to rip this video because I really want that song. They isolate the track and just a shitty jukebox version of a song they want to listen to.
Where there's two dumb northern Minnesota rednecks trying to talk to you about, hey, your tattoo is hot and you want a $50 gift card here.
And you just see like this like really trashy like northern Minnesota redneck woman just solo dancing to the jukebox in the background.
Shaking her thunder thighs.
Yeah. Meat flaps swinging in the wind.
Yeah, dude. It's stupid. So because of that, here's the deal. If you are an artist and you want your music played, I mean, we don't know who's going to listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
We might get 5, we might get 500, we might get 5,000.
That'd be dope.
But we need music.
Yeah.
If you're a friend of ours, come toss us your music. Matt's going to make some music. I will try my hand at it. Because we're not playing anything that you've ever heard before. So that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to listen to some shit we're just going to play some shit that, like, I mean, you might bounce your head to. I mean, I don't really give a shit. I mean, if you like it, you know, I'll send you a track. I'm not a pro. I'm not Deadmau5. But I mean,
Matt will make something. I will make something that will sound like butterflies flapping in the wind.
Yeah.
Because that's about my talent when it comes to that. I'm a drummer, so that definitely tells you I have no talent.
Yeah. That's true.
What I'm
drummers always get like, I don't know if it's the drummer or the bass player. They get like the last little bit of pussy when a band's famous.
Well, in our band, we know our bass player gets none.
None. But in famous bands, I think it's the drummer that's. I mean, nobody wants to fuck Lars from Metallica.
No.
I mean, they want Hetfield. You know, they don't want Lars.
No, and they also don't want Kurt.
I just want to say that. Your vagina looks beautiful. I would like to drum on it with my dick.
Do you know how to play tennis?
Is that like that might be the worst Lars impression
that was
ever
terrible.
Get.
Mine was, there you go, man.
Anyways.
So we're going to do that. So if you have music and you want us to play it,
hit us up.
Because the one good thing about me and Matt is we have a mass connection with people who want to listen to just people talk and want to listen to whatever. So we'll throw your stuff down. I'm sure people will listen to our podcast. We're going to make it happen. So if you don't like Matt's stuff, and you surely won't like mine, toss us an idea and we will do it.
Yeah, we're always. I mean, we're down for anything. You know, you play acoustic guitar, we're on it.
So
you
if
want to play some electric, we're on it.
Yeah.
If you rap, even better. Like, that's dope.
If you want to just do this, we're on it.
Well, go fuck yourself if you do that.
Okay.
But I mean, if you like a beat, you want to rap over it, dude, I'm down. Like, I don't give a shit.
We don't care at all. We're this thing is ours, but as much as it's ours, it's yours. So we do care because we want to have fun and we want to entertain you guys or educate you guys, whatever happens. But it's your show. You can tell us what to do and we'll do it.
Yeah.
Tell us to fuck off. We might tell you the same thing.
Yeah, we might just tell you to fuck off back, but I mean, realistically, we're just happy you're listening.
Yeah, we're like, thanks.
So I mean, fuck you, but thanks for listening, bro. Like,
so we're gonna go into a segment that we've had in the past that's been very enjoyable by a ton of people.
yeah, this is one of our favorites.
We got asked to do it again. So Matt,
Yeah.
what is it?
So basically, what we do every week is we go to our favorite website, which is Reddit. Everybody on the internet's favorite page. We like to browse Ask Reddit and look for intriguing questions, and we talk about it ourselves. So we're gonna do that today for you. So this one comes from Logan Gray 123.
Hi, Logan Gray 123.
Hi, Logan Gray 123. If you ever hear this, peace.
Peace. What's going on in your life that you're listening to our podcast?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So the question is, the CIA just announced that they have been keeping an alien and learning to communicate with it. Everyone gets to ask it one question. What would you ask it, Graham?
Why'd you take Elvis?
Fuck you. Of all the questions you could ask, I wonder about Elvis.
Who shot Kennedy? No.
Oh God. So
yeah, I don't have a. It's such a hard question because
super hard.
I was listening to something the other day. I don't know if this would be an endorsement. Bob and Sherry,
yeah,
on the radio. Love those guys, and I was listening to them. And they were talking about like if aliens came to Earth, and people have sat down, like scientists have sat down and figured out that aliens probably wouldn't recognize a human from a donkey,
right?
Because of intelligence level, like they wouldn't be able to recognize. So I look at that as like, all right, how would we recognize if they'd even understand what we're trying to say to them?
Yeah.
You would hope so because they.
But the CIA is teaching it how to communicate.
Oh, they're teaching. Is that what it says? They're
keeping an alien.
So we're smarter than an alien, and we're teaching an alien.
Well, no. The
alien's the
so
donkey.
It says keeping an alien and learning to communicate with it, and so everybody gets to ask it a question. So let's assume that we've come to a consensus with this alien that it understands our language, and it can answer our questions. Like, the top comment is stupid. It's stupid good. It's, how many wigs and outfits do you actually own? Like fucking Roger on American Dad. Oh, it's fucking ridiculous.
Amazing.
I love it, though.
Why was Will Smith not in, what was that movie called? Independence Day 2.
Right.
What'd you do?
It's my daddy.
What'd you do with Will Smith?
Will Smith, you're not even old enough to be out of the military yet. Come on, man. You're just going to leave us hanging. You saved the world once, but you're like, fuck it. I'll let my kid do it. Bullshit.
What really happened on Prometheus?
On Prometheus?
You never saw that?
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
So
that wasn't a question for you. That's my alien question. I'm trying to figure out my alien question.
No, that's good. So mine's a little in depth.
I know yours.
Of course
would be,
it is.
because you probably got stoned and thought about this.
That's fair. That's really fair. I used to dabble with a dab back in the day. So here's my question, right? So let me just first start this with a story as to where I came up with this. So basically, I was sitting at my college once. As Graham said, I was fucking baked. And so I was thinking about the movie Prometheus, and which is weird that you said that. But I was thinking to myself, like, okay, so like what kind of a society has to happen in order for an alien race to get that good, where they have all this technology and everything, get to the point where they're traveling across the universe and, talking shit to humans. But I would ask them, it's like, what is your society like? because like part of me thinks like a true democracy, things like that, like it wouldn't work. Like think about it, like it would have to be completely like almost like a dictatorship almost, where the people just don't really have a say, and like fuck everything, fuck the environment, fuck it all, because we're going to take everything and put it strictly into advancing research until we have all this. Because honestly, who the fuck cares about the environment if you're going to be able to travel the universe? Am I right?
Yeah, I don't know. So to counter that, I guess, okay, so now we're getting in depth on a really dumb question. What's the second answer on
the second answer?
I need some ideas here.
The second answer is, have you worn wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
Oh my gosh! So everyone is just going to Family Guy.
The next best logical one is if you could oh, that's stupid. If you could ask us humans one question, what would you ask us? The alien.
How do you like to be eaten? That's what they're gonna ask.
You're gonna eat an alien. Oh, God.
No, they're gonna ask us. How do you like to be eaten?
They said the alien said you have large amounts of alternative sources of energy like solar, hydro, and wind, but you still kill each other over oil. Why? Holy shit! Got real deep and dark there.
We picked the wrong question to go.
See, we're like sitting here like this would be a dope question to ask too.
Now
because
it's not.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good still.
So
I think you're just mad you didn't think of the Roger stuff right off the bat.
I know, because that's good, dude.
That's fucking
once
witty.
They said it, my mind was like, "What? It's perfect."
That is what I should have asked.
Because I'm normally the witty one on that crap. No, I don't know. I think much of the same. Like, what's the purpose of being here? And you'd want to know culture, but I don't think we'd have enough understanding of their culture.
That's fair. We don't even understand the culture of the south of the border.
No, exactly. So if they can get to us, I think I would just want to observe. That would be my thing. Like, okay, we can talk. What do you want to talk about? I think it would be that. Because my intellect and my knowledge of anything is gone at that point. Everything we've known our whole life is out the door.
Yeah.
When that situation comes.
So there's no way you can comprehend it.
No.
At all.
No. So, I mean, to ask legitimately, like if it was a real thing, you can ask a question. There's no good or right question. Because I don't think we can comprehend what's actually going on.
Well, shit.
There it is.
Well, we're gonna do another question because that was real deep. This is a good one. I don't think
boxers or briefs.
Right. I don't think we can get too deep on this one. Well, maybe. The question is
freaking Roger. God dang it. Missed out on that one.
This one is by Kanga Crew 2. That's a baller name.
It sounds like a hat.
Right. Maybe in 1990. Worn by LL Cool J. The question is going to be, what are the differences between drunk you and sober you? Go.
I dance.
He fucks dudes.
Oh, stop telling my secrets. Drunk me will dance and sing. And not care. Like, I just don't care. Like, I'm huggy.
Yeah.
And whatever. That's it. But then, when I'm with my band,
yeah,
I can't be drunk. Because
you're the only mature one?
Yeah. And I feel
fair.
like I get immature.
Yeah.
But not to the level that these guys do.
Yeah.
And so if we go do a show and we stay at a hotel or whatever,
complete chaos.
Yeah, like I have to be dad.
That's fucking awesome.
And I hate it. But like now for me, man, I'll dance. Like I love clubbing. I love to go to clubs. I went to a Steve Aoki show in Vegas a couple months ago.
Lucky
baller. Loved it.
Were you hammered?
No.
Just danced anyways.
I can't get hammered when drinks are $25 a piece.
Okay, so here's the thing though.
I had a blast. I'm not comfortable. I'm very open. I'm very extrovert when I need to be, but I'm very introvert most of the time. And so in the moment, because who cares? I'm at this show.
Yeah.
I went crazy. It's like when I went to Florida, the last time I went to Florida, it was during the summer solstice.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of hippies on the beach playing bongos and dancing around.
Smelling like patchouli and
I
shit.
I was right out there with him.
Yeah, that's dope.
Right out there with him. And I wasn't drunk. I wasn't anything. I was like in the moment, fell in love with this and just did it.
See but that counteracts the question though, because it's like, okay, is that sober you or is that drunk you?
So drunk me up here, I just get giddy and dance and I giggle. Oh my gosh.
And he sucks a lot of dicks.
Yeah, well, there it is. There it is. In a town full of lesbians, I suck a lot of dicks.
The lone cocksucker. I think for me, well, I can't talk right. That's for goddamn sure.
No,
I mean, I slur so bad. But like I don't dance sober. But when, like, if I go to the bar, if I go downtown, like, and we're downstairs in the bar and it's pumping, like I'm fucking dancing, and I dance like shit. But here's another thing though too.
Typical tall white guy.
It's true. One thing though too is like when I get drunk, like I want everybody else to dance too. So like I'm the guy. Like I would love to like have like a part-time gig as like a DJ. Like even like just playing songs for people. Like I didn't write them or anything, but just like playing songs. Like because there's nothing I love more than playing music that gets people going. To me, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I always go with my friends downtown.
It can be if people are going. I've been DJing for 15 years, and sometimes it doesn't go. But once it goes, dude, you're fired up yourself.
Yeah, like, you're a fucking god. Because people are like, you know, and it's like, fuck yeah. And it's like, we always go to the bar and I always joke, like, I'm going to get the Ratchets dancing tonight. Because, like, I'll go in the jukebox. I'll play all these, like, Ratchets.
He's the Ratchet.
Dude, I'm so Ratchet. But, like, that, and, like, I talk to everybody in the world. And, like, some people, they get, like, real aggressive when they're drunk. But I'm just like, come on, man, let's be friends. Well, I don't know why you're so upset.
Yeah, you're super chill.
I'm, like, not a violent person at all. And, like, so, like, I've drank with people and I just get so angry, so upset. I just don't get it. Because, like, it's like, what's the point? What's the point? Why you gotta be hating? What's got you stressed, man?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it always is. All right, one more question. Let's check it out.
All right, one more question. Let's see what we got here. So, I had one I liked a lot. So, what's the best bar argument that starts fun debates?
The best bar argument that...
Yep. It's like an argument you'd only have when you're drunk.
Size of your dick.
What? Yeah, that's fair.
That always turns into like a
Well, why do you always have to talk about it? It's not a pissing contest.
I don't.
Like, Graham's the guy that gets drunk and starts looking at people's dicks like,
not at all.
Your dick's small, bro. And then it turns into a bar argument, but it ends up not being fun because then they, like, slap him in the face with theirs. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I lost this debate, but it was kind of fun because I got a dick in the face.
Have you seen Chips?
Chips? No, but I heard it's good.
Oh my gosh, there's a part in there where his this is a spoiler if you haven't seen it, but
spoiler alert.
It's been out, so it'll probably be out of the theaters pretty soon. There's a part in there where Dax Shepard just can't get up. His body's broken because he was a old motocross biker, and he needs help from his partner to get him into the tub. Partner trips over this guy's sheet, lifts him up, and slaps his dick right into his face. And they end up laughing about it afterwards. But I'm just like, that sounds like my bandmates. There's so much random, weird shit like that going on all the time. And then what comes down to it is like, so our buddy, and I'm not going to say names because he might listen to this podcast.
Right.
But people are like, get into arguments about like, no, bro, like mine's this, you know, like argue about their size.
Like why?
When no one truly cares, but it's fun just to push their buttons.
That's
because
ridiculous.
You're just like, nah, dude, I saw it when you peed. You know,
dude, I was looking at your dick. It ain't that big though.
That big. It was cold outside, man. Like, I was drunk. What do you expect? Right. I'm fat. What do you like? Like, you can't like it churns. You can easily turn a drunk bro, buddy, into an argument. If you just start picking on their dick size and their tits.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So I think my favorite one is okay. So backstory once again. I can't do anything without a backstory, it seems like. So, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, for the most part. But when I go to the bar, like, I gotta have a fucking cigarette. Like, it's just, beer and cigarettes just mixes so well. So like usually I don't have any because I don't buy any anymore. And so I walk out of the bar and I just yell, "Who has a cigarette?" And usually someone's like, "I got you, bro." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." But like back when I was smoking, I would have people say that, and I'd be like, "Here you go." And they're like, "Dude, I'll give you $1 for that." I'm like, "No, it's called cigarette socialism." And so the basic idea of it is that like everybody who smokes, and any of you guys who smoke, like you can relate to this, is there's going to be a time where you need a cigarette and you don't have any cigarettes. And there's going to be a time, where somebody doesn't have it and you have them. You're going to give it to them. So like I always say, like, never ever charge somebody for a cigarette, because then that's what's going to happen, to you. You're going to have to buy one and you're not going to have that $1 and you're smokeless. So then like it always turns into like, "Oh, well, what about cigarette capitalism? Like, what if I'm trying to make money off of this pack?" Like, fuck you. Like, I know you've bummed a cigarette before and you didn't fucking pay for it. So, like, it always turns into this whole capitalism versus socialism thing, even though I'm just trying to say, like, what comes around goes around.
Yeah.
But, people are drunk and they're like, "Fuck you, you liberal hippie." It's like, bro, I just wanted to give you a free fucking cigarette, and you're trying to like, fuck you, you're not getting no cigarette. It'll be $5 if you want a cigarette now. You go fuck yourself.
I think another argument in a bar, this will be my last comment, is space for pool.
Oh, yeah.
Bars put pool tables in the worst spot.
Absolutely.
And it always, I've been in many arguments, and I wouldn't say like, not like something that leads into it, but space for that, you bump in. And I flat out told people, "Why are you playing pool right now?
Right.
11 o'clock at night in a bar on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Where everyone's walking past you and you're getting pissed.
Yeah.
Like, settle down.
Like, you have to be
complete
polite.
Idiot.
Like if I play pool in a bar, like I'll be that guy playing pool at 11 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yep.
But I'm just resigned to the fact that I'm going to say, "Sorry, bro," like at least 20 times. And I don't mind. Like, I understand I'm playing pool and like I have to watch out for people. I mean, I'm shit at pool anyways.
I won't do it. Like, you've asked me to play pool, and I'm always hesitant because I'm that dude that gets pissed off that someone's playing pool when it's busy in a bar. Because I'm like, for real, dude, because the bar sets it up so stupidly, and most of the time it's a space that they don't have. But I hate it. My band, let's just go back to that for a moment. We had a dartboard right next to my drum set.
Oh, jeez.
Some dude, while we're playing, went up and plugged it in. I stopped playing my drums, got up, unplugged it, and told him to get the fuck out.
There you go.
I was so upset because you're disrespecting the entertainment.
Yeah.
And you're willing to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I've done it with pool tables too. People, we turn the pool table light off.
Yeah.
And they'll come up and they'll turn it on, and it lights up the dance floor. And I'm like, nah. So we'll play a song. The song ends. I walk over and I shut the light off.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I'm a common sense.
I'm here for you, bitch.
Yeah. I can't. Those things will get me in an argument, and I won't want to fight about it. I'll walk away. Whatever.
Graham fights all the time.
I'm not too big.
Children.
My britches aren't too big or whatever. But common sense, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Just don't be a dick.
People are idiots.
Yeah.
It's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
So we're going to take one more break, play some a little bit more tunes for you. We'll come back. Probably going to wrap this up for the night.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
One down.
posted soon for all our social media. We want to hear your feedback. I mean, we want to get comments, show your friends, tell us we suck. We don't care. I mean,
we want to make this, well, we do. We want to make this good. We want to make this good for you. We want to have fun with it. We don't want to make this like just a joke. Like, we want to have fun with this and do a good job for you guys, the listeners.
Yeah.
So keep us in mind and let us know what's happening. And topics, too. If you got things that you want to hear, we will talk about it. If you want to come on the show, we will make that happen.
Yeah, dude. For
well,
sure.
if you're cool. You got to have something to actually talk about.
Yeah,
though.
you
if
can't
you just
be
want to talk about the new Smurfs movie.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I want to talk about the new Smurfs movie.
Okay, well, this was the last It's a Grab and Matt podcast. All right, so thank you to Coors with a K. And
straight from the Grand Canyon.
Straight from the Grand Canyon. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. And from the Northland, we're out.
Peace.